Hello everybody, this is Stormbreaker2312 and I am back here with a very special playthrough for it, and I am quite excited for it and I hope you are too. So without much further ado, I present to you Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Welcome to Dreamland, a kingdom famous for peace and quiet. It's the perfect little land, if you like that sort of thing. Lately, there have been rumors of a caped sorcerer going around turning people into yarn. That's right, yarn. One day, Kirby saw his favorite food, a bright red tomato, on top of a bush. Down the hatch. But when Kirby tried to eat it, a caped sorcerer appeared. My name is... Hey, what are you doing? Stop that! No, that's my magic metamato. Kirby gulped the metamato right down. Just then, a white sock around the sorcerer's neck began to glow. Then it sucked Kirby up. This grass feels funny, Kirby thought. It feels like pants. And to Kirby's surprise, he saw that his entire body was made out of yarn. Then he saw a yarn monster chasing a blue yarn boy. Somebody help me! Kirby tried to swallow the monster up, but the air went right through his body. Kirby wondered what he should do. Suddenly, Kirby transformed into a car. He drove away with the boy and left the monster behind to eat his dust. Apparently, that strange metamato gave Kirby the power to seamlessly transform into a car and who knows what else.
Okay, I'm back. So that was kind of the introduction to the story, and I don't know about you, but I thought that was like one of the most epic narrators ever. But anyways, so, this little blue guy here with the crown, that is Prince Fluff, and he is going to show me the ropes, which is a bit of a pun there, since this game's kind of about yarn and string and that sort of thing. But, yeah, and this castle apparently belongs to him. But, right here I'm just kind of exploring around Patch Castle, getting used to controls, so while I'm doing that, I'll just chat a little about this game. Lots of you guys have seen the trailer for this game, I'm sure, and you've probably seen the E3 coverage of this game as well, which included the trailer. But when I first saw that, it looked like a pretty cool game, so I did end up picking it up shortly after release date. And yeah, I'll actually be playing through this for the very first time as I record it, so I haven't done this before, which means that I might be a little slower on some levels, at least at the beginning, while I'm getting used to controls and just the general style of the game and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully you can bear with me for a bit. But for those of you guys who watched my trailer that I posted before this, thank you for watching it. I got some nice comments on there, which was really awesome to see, so I appreciate the comments, guys, and thanks for watching it. If you haven't seen it yet, feel free to watch it. But anyway, so this is actually just a little bonus area. I'm not totally sure what it all involves yet, but I'll kind of find out. It just looks like a way to access all the things you unlock. And yeah, so I'm going to go back to Patch Castle now, or the plaza. The castle, yeah. And there's these little apartments down here, which at the time I didn't quite know what they were for, but yeah. I was kind of playing around with his emotions there. But yeah, as you can see, he has a whip that he uses instead of sucking things up like traditional Kirby would do. So it is interesting that they added that element instead of what they normally had. But you'll kind of see how that works, and I think it actually ended up being a pretty cool change. So we're going to start the very first level here, and I will walk you guys through this. So to start off, like, you notice everything is pretty bright and colorful. The graphics in this game are cool, like it's a really unique style of graphics as well as gameplay, so I give them props for originality. So there's multiple things you can do with your whip. You can either grab something and just destroy it, or you can roll it up into a ball and then throw the ball somewhere else. Kind of like I just did. And a good thing to do is collect beads, which I just picked up a few there. It's kind of like your currency in the game, so you'll want to try and collect as many beads as possible. And it's kind of interesting because you don't really have lives and you don't really die in this game. But however, if you do get hit by enemies, you can lose some of your beads. Kind of like if you were playing a Sonic game, like when Sonic gets hurt, he loses some of his gold rings that he picked up, so it's that same sort of deal, but you'll never actually completely die or run out of lives. But yeah, here I was just trying to get that extra star, which was good. I think that's pretty much just a bead, but it's worth a lot more than an individual one. And as you see here, when Kirby swims, he turns into like a little submarine, which is cool. You still have some pretty neat transformations that you can do in this game, even though you can't like copy powers from enemies and stuff like that, but it's cool for sure. The abilities that you can get on here. And I was just testing out my ladder climbing skills and whatnot. But there's a little Waddle Dee with a spear, and I destroyed him. But that's kind of beside the point. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't bother to get that back there, but whatever. Anyway, I just got an item. Every once in a while you'll find these little patches like that. You just have to pull them off, and there will usually be an item or something good waiting behind them. And yeah, one of the things Kirby can do is turn into a parachute when he falls down. And he can also turn into a weight and do kind of a slamming attack, similar to a ground pound. But yeah, and it's cool that you can kind of go behind material like this and see the little lump walking around everywhere. But yeah, so things like that just made the gameplay pretty interesting, which is cool. So this is a way to test out the parachute, so that you can collect the coins properly, or the beads rather. I'm just used to calling everything coins, but yeah. So then there's little buttons like that, and you can pull them, and it actually pulls the material together on the level so that you can get to places easier. And you can also swing on those little buttons like that, which is cool. There's another treasure chest. So yeah, there I got the King's Throne, which will look great in my future apartment. But yeah, so it's a very colorful game, and it can be, it works good. It's a great game for pretty much any age group. I mean, it seems like it's a little more child-oriented, but I think even older people will get some fun out of this game as well. But as you can see right there, I just got hit, and because of that, I lost some beads. But this also demonstrates how Kirby can transform into a car when he wants to sprint, or the equivalent of sprinting. So there I was just trying to get up onto that ledge, and I wasn't too good at this yet, so it took me a few tries, but I did get up there. And I wanted to unlock something else, so I got new music, which is good. And this demonstrates the end of the map. You jump up and grab that bell, and then this little It's kind of like a spinning wheel, and that determines whether you get some bonus stars or bonus points or no points or whatever. And then they do the signature Kirby dance at the end. But that like sums up the first level and gives you a bit of an idea of what this game's about, but we will go deeper into this as the playthrough continues. So see you guys next time. Have a good one.